Welcome back to Coin Collector, the channel where we dive deep into the history, stories, and values of coins from around the world. Today, we're focusing on a fascinating piece of British currency, the 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence coin. At first glance, it may look like just another coin from your change, but as we dig deeper, we'll uncover its story, its role in the history of British money, and whether it's worth holding on to today. Let's jump right in. To understand the 1975 10 pence coin, we need to go back a few years. In 1971, Britain officially switched to a decimal currency system. Gone were the old shillings and pence that had confused people for centuries, and in came a simpler system. The 10 pence coin was introduced slightly earlier in 1968 to prepare people for this big change. Interestingly, the 10p coin was the same size as the old florin, which made the transition easier. People were already used to the weight and feel of it in their hands. By the time 1975 rolled around, the coin was already an everyday sight in Britain's pockets and purses. The design of the 1975 10 pence coin is one of the most iconic of Britain's decimal coinage. On the obverse side, or the front, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This was the second portrait of the Queen, designed by Arnold Machin, and it shows her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This design became one of the most recognizable images of the Queen worldwide and was used on many British coins during this period. Flip the coin over, and the reverse side displays a bold and powerful image, a crowned lion, designed by Christopher Ironside. The lion has always been a strong symbol of British heritage and monarchy, and here it proudly represents strength and tradition. The words "New Pence" and the number 10 are clearly shown, leaving no doubt about its value. Now, let's get into the technical details for collectors. The 1975 10 pence coin was made from copper-nickel, a mix of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 11.3 grams and has a diameter of 28.5 millimeters. In other words, it's a fairly large coin, especially compared to the smaller 10p coins we use today. In fact, this large-size 10 pence remained in circulation until 1992, when the government introduced a smaller, lighter version to make everyday use more convenient. The large version was finally demonetized in 1993, meaning it was no longer legal tender. The year 1975 saw a huge production of these coins. Over 181 million were minted for circulation. That's a massive number, which means that, even today, they're not particularly rare. Alongside circulation coins, around 100,000 proof coins were also struck for collectors. These proof versions were made with extra care, featuring sharp details and mirror-like finishes, making them far more desirable to numismatists. Now comes the big question: how much is a 1975 10 pence coin worth today? Because so many were produced, most examples found today are worth only a little more than their original face value. In circulated condition, they usually sell for around 30 pence to £1. In higher grades, like extremely fine or almost uncirculated, they might fetch £2 to £3. However, proof coins or coins in pristine uncirculated condition can go for more, often in the range of £5 to £10 depending on demand. So while you won't be retiring early on a 1975 10p, it's still a wonderful piece of history to own, especially if you appreciate its place in Britain's transition to modern decimal coinage. Even though it's not rare or highly valuable, the 1975 10 pence coin is a collector's favorite for a few reasons. It represents the early years of Britain's decimalisation. Its large size and bold design make it a standout piece in any collection. It carries nostalgia. Many people in Britain today remember using these coins daily in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. So, there you have it, the story of the 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence coin. A coin that's not worth a fortune, but still holds a special place in British numismatic history. Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coin Collector for more deep dives into fascinating coins from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.